What's up, buddy? How are you? Let me just get this up on my phone. Oops. Error loading. Okay. What's up, Denise? Denise, how are you? Good to see you. So, it is amazing Tuesday, and I'm super excited. I've had a day. I got some more editing done, and stuff into the members area for the Facebook Live Secrets course, and people are diving in. It's super fun and exciting to see them going in and learning, and all of that fun stuff. But then also just like I had an amazing coaching call with my buddy Jay Altman. He helped me do some cool stuff, anchoring the physical, like all of the senses towards my goals. And so I'm super excited to start putting those things to work. And super cool. And if you're watching this is for you. Oh yeah, anchoring. So it's just a good day, and we're getting ready to. We're gonna go in just a little bit right after this to celebrate my brother's birthday. We're gonna and have some laser tag fun with the family. So that's fun of the Fitzgerald life and what's going with the Friendly Giant. There's an echo. Let's see. Hold on. That's weird. There's an echo. Let's see. Hold on. Something must be glitching out. I don't know what's going on. Weird. Let me try something to see if I can fix that. 1 second. Gotta love live production. I'm gonna have the sound on. Let me try something to see if I can fix that. It's like a max headroom. I just need like a glitch on with the things because it's not every single. This is so weird. Hold on. What? Where's my mouse? This is so weird. There it is. Okay. Time out. Microphone. Let's see. Does that change anything? So weird. I apologize, everybody. I'm testing and listening. Sorry, guys. Okay, that didn't sound so bad. Now let's go back to the Yeti. Checking. Test. Okay, that didn't sound so bad. Now let's go back to the Yeti. Checking. Test. It's still done, isn't it? Which fit? Crazy. That's right. Okay, I'm gonna go back to normal. That's lame. So my sound quality is gonna suck. Great. That's awesome. Okay, let's start over, shall we? Gotta love it. I don't know what's going on with my Blue Yeti microphone. That's so crazy. I'm gonna try switching it back one more time for fun. So we have had an awesome day. We had an awesome day. Yep, it's the Blue Yeti. Okay, back to the crappy audio. Hey, what's up, Connie and Michael and Denise and Nico and Colleen? I apologize for those technical difficulties. The sound quality is bad. I apologize for that. I don't know what's going on. So, okay. But we're going to go with it because this is an important message. And the fact that there are technical glitches and something trying to not discourage me from doing this, means that I need to share this story. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about momentum in our business and why we as entrepreneurs need it, how we gain it, and how we lose it. Okay, so without any further ado, let's jump in. Okay, so thanks, Denise, for letting me know the sound is okay. It's not good. Like, it's not to my standards, but it works. And we're going to make it work. So, okay, so I want to talk to you guys today about momentum. I'm going to share a couple of experiences about momentum in business that I have experienced over the last 2019, basically. Losing it and then regaining it, or getting it, losing it, and then regaining it, okay? So I hope that you guys are prepared, and I just want to talk about it. So if any of you know who Alex Sharfin is, he is an amazing man, a friend of mine, and somebody that I've met a few times in person and got to talk to. He's a great mentor. And he talks about momentum for entrepreneurship and getting into momentum, or if we aren't in momentum, if we aren't getting momentum, we're losing it, and this kind of stuff. And so he talks about this, and the first time I was ever introduced to that way of thinking was last summer. He spoke at an event, and it was just like, wow. It was really great stuff. On how to get yourself into momentum and how to keep yourself and how to keep gaining momentum, because that's how you scale and grow your businesses and how you are effective as an entrepreneur and all these kinds of things. And it was amazing, and it's so funny. Like, as a former athlete, I played basketball in college and semi-professionally and those kinds of things. They talk about momentum shifts in games, right? Like where a game will be going one way and then one team will just catch on fire and the momentum totally switches. Or like a big dunk or a big play can shift the momentum from one team to the other, like really quick. And I experienced that in my playing days. I knew I loved being the one who killed the momentum of the other team and shifted it to my team. And I've felt it when other teams took it away. And it's not a fun feeling, but it's the best feeling in the world when you're the one gaining the momentum and getting it, right? So it was interesting to me to have that concept taught in entrepreneurship. And I started to pay attention to my activities and how I felt and all those kinds of things. And it was amazing how I could feel momentum. So first of all, let me just ask this out of curiosity. Those of you who are watching this, have you personally ever felt momentum in your business? In your life, those kinds of things. Have you felt momentum either growing for you, or have you felt a loss of momentum? If you have, drop that in the comments. Give me some hearts and thumbs ups as well. So when you think of momentum, we always think about like gaining steam, like if things are just going and it becomes like a self-sustaining monster, right? And while that is true, like you think of pushing a boulder. To get it going, you have to push and put a lot of inertia into it. And then you get a little bit of movement, and then you start rocking it back and forth, and more and more and more and more, and eventually it starts rolling. As the terrain stays level, you don't have to put as much level or much effort into keeping the ball rolling, right? If you go uphill a little bit, as you're growing, you got to push harder. You bring in other people to help you push, right? And then as you get to the top of the mountain, or you grow and get to the next level, it goes on, and like you get downward momentum sometimes, where it just rolls away on its own power, and it's awesome. And soon you want it to like roll away and run away with momentum, right? So just like Denise says, ebbs and flows, ups and downs. Absolutely, that is momentum. But there's something amazing that I've learned, that we can be intentional on and do things to gain momentum. And there are things that we do in our lives that take away momentum as well, which is scary. And I know that it's possible. Other people can take momentum from you. Like in competition, the other team, another play, something like that could just take your momentum completely, and you have to start all over, and it's hard. And so I want to talk to you guys about what 2019, the early part of this year, up to now, has been like momentum-wise. Okay? Are you guys cool if I share some of my journey so that hopefully you can see the examples, things that I did well, and mistakes that I made, and learn from them? Are you guys cool if I do that? If you are, drop me some emojis and stuff. Connie agrees with Denise. It's like a roller coaster at times, absolutely. And the thing that's cool is, like, roller coasters are fun, and so the ups and downs of life and of entrepreneurship, especially, it's a fun journey. Sometimes we're terrified, and sometimes it's scary, but it's super fun. And once we get off the roller coaster, we're like, I want to do that again, right? So this is, I want to talk about what 2019 has been like momentum-wise, okay? Some of you have known me for a while, over a year or over the last year. Some of you have come to know me over the last couple of months, and some of you are new to me this year. So at the beginning of 2019, I was just coming off of my first year of success in my business, where I had 6 figures of revenue and all this stuff, and it was incredible. And I was on a high, and I was cruising. And I was going to go to Funnel Hacking Live, this event in February. And I had my ticket and everything. It was awesome. And so I go to Funnel Hacking Live, and a few weeks before Funnel Hacking Live, was it in December or January, I got an invitation to be a roundtable host at Funnel Hacking Live. I was one of 33 entrepreneurs that got the opportunity to answer questions, give value, and talk about how I built my business. And I was super honored to be invited to do that. So I went to Funnel Hacking Live. I was excited about that notion. And then a couple of weeks before Funnel Hacking Live, I was invited to speak on stage as a member of a success panel at Funnel Hacking Live. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 8 or 9 of us that got invited to do this, and got to go up on stage and share some of our story with Brent Copeters, and I love that guy, and it was a super cool experience. So I go to Funnel Hacking, I get that invitation, and I'm like, yes, this is going to be so incredible. I'm going to be able to share my story. I'm going to be able to help and serve people. I'm also going to have a lot of momentum as a result of being a visible figure at Funnel Hacking Live. I had 130 people going to Funnel Hacking Live with me as part of my tribe. And so they had t-shirts that had my Friendly Giant Films logo on the sleeve, and it was just such a cool thing. And so I get to Nashville, and everything is just awesome. I'm meeting people, I'm giving hugs, I'm taking selfies with people. I'm getting asked to have my picture taken with people, and I'm seeing old friends, making lots of new friends. I speak as a roundtable host, and my table was busy all night long. I was worried that everyone else was going to have tons of people, and I'd just be like, "Hey, everybody," because I wasn't, some big name in the community or that kind of thing. But I had constant flows of people at my table, a couple of rows deep. It was just so cool to be able to go and do that. And then I spoke on stage and, shared some of my story, and had so many conversations that week about how my story impacted them, and how what they learned at my roundtable or those things made a huge impact on them, and they wanted to talk to me more. I was just like, this is incredible, I love it. And I had energy, and I was just full of excitement and everything. What's up, Valerie? And it was just oh my gosh, you guys, like it's hard to put into words when you have that momentum, when you know you have clout, so to speak, you have some credibility, you have a lot of people who have seen you, you've been visible, and you've delivered for these people. And I was super excited to get home and to be able to go to work and to capitalize on that momentum and to capitalize on the platform that I was given. Not in a selfish way, but in a way that I could get better clients, I could serve more people. There were people like asking me, how can I talk with you, all these things. So I had this momentum, I had all this energy and everything stacked in my favor. And it was awesome, I was so excited. And if any of you knew me at Funnel Hacking Live or before, you know that at Funnel Hacking Live with my buddy Elias, we were doing a promotion, a giveaway that we launched in conjunction with Funnel Hacking Live, trying to build a list for a coaching program that we were going to be doing. And the visibility of me helped with that campaign and all that kind of stuff. Here's where I made a mistake. Here's the first mistake that I made. So first of all, if I met you at Funnel Hacking Live, comment and let me know that's where we met, or we met in person there, or you were part of my tribe or something. I know Colleen was one of those people. Some of you others, I'm not sure how long we've known each other. So I had this platform and all this kind of stuff. My first mistake that ended up leading, we'll go into what happened as a result. But my first mistake was I put my energies and my focus into something that was not a passion of mine. How many of you guys have had an idea, or you're working on something and then another idea comes across your desk and you're like, ooh, that's kind of cool. Sure, I'll look into that, or that kind of thing. That's what happened with me. This opportunity for this coaching thing, it was great on paper. It was an amazing, incredible idea. But it wasn't my idea, and I wasn't super passionate about it, to be honest. Looking back on it, I wanted to support my friend and those kinds of things. I wanted to help people, and I saw this as an opportunity to do those. But I also wanted to keep building my own thing. So that was my first mistake, or the first thing that started to cause me to lose momentum, is I started focusing and putting my energy into something that I wasn't passionate about, that I wasn't 100% committed to. And it's amazing what happens. How many of you guys have gone and done something half-heartedly, or not phoning it in, but you're just doing it and going through the motions? As opposed to when I do these Facebook Lives, I'm committed to you guys to bringing the value and helping you guys out, right? All that kind of stuff. I don't go into these things haphazardly. And when I go into doing story work with a client, I'm totally all in. With my Facebook Live Secrets course, I'm all in there, right? This one I wasn't, and it just started to compound over time. I was publishing, I was sharing, I was doing Facebook Lives talking about the giveaway and things like that, and I honestly, I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't excited about it. And that translated into the message and what I was going through and putting out there. Also, because I was constantly pushing it, my audience, you guys, got tired of it. And you stopped watching, or my numbers, my viewership, and those kinds of things went down. I got out of the habit of going live because I was not frustrated that I wasn't getting as many views and things like that, but it's I don't want to talk about this again. I just talked about that yesterday, but I didn't feel like I could talk about my own stuff because I didn't want it to seem like I was, not committed, even though really it boiled down to I wasn't. So it just compounded, and I went silent almost, and that didn't bode well for my business. And I put my focus, and again, my focus was in something that on paper was a no-brainer, was an amazing idea, but I didn't have the fire for it. And, I had made the mistake of going along with it instead of having that heart-to-heart with myself and having an awkward, possibly, conversation, with my partner. And so time went on, and it came time for the giveaway. And I was like, okay, we're going to do this, and we're going to announce the winners, and it's going to be awesome. And we did that, but then we didn't do anything after that. We both felt like we were waiting on each other for things. Our communication was poor. At this time, I didn't have any income because I was focusing on this instead of my business. So everything that comes into my life, income-wise right now, is all from me, right? And so having a couple of months where I was not focusing and bringing in revenue, it makes things interesting after a couple of months. Are you feeling me there? Oh, Connie says, stick with your passion. Great reminder. Stick with your passion. Okay, so it all came to a head when I was looking at our bank account and all this stuff, and I was like, I don't know how we're going to make rent. I don't know how we're going to pay our bills, all these things. And I was just like, and I felt the pressure. Now, when we lose momentum, this is one of the things that Alex Sharfin teaches. When we lose momentum, we replace it with pressure and noise. And I felt that. I'm like, I have a wife. I have 4 kids. I need to provide. I need to be a good husband and father and provider. And I haven't been. I've been neglectful on that front, and I need to get things going. And so that's when an angel in mortal clothing, Janine Suvak, if you don't know her, if you are looking for a COO for your company, like to help you get your operations and stuff in line, hire Janine. She is worth every penny and more. Like whatever she charges you, pay it. I talked with her, and she helped me get my focus back and to focus on the things that would really make a difference for my family and in my business. And slowly, I started getting back in the habit. I went all in, got back in the habit of going live on Facebook. I did 6, almost 8 full weeks of teaching masterclass level stuff to you guys here. A lot of you guys saw that. If you didn't go through the archives and go and watch it, it was so cool. And then, I started to do things. I did a workshop, got a little boost of revenue, got to get back in the groove and all these kinds of things. And now, as of right now, I have 21 people in this Facebook Live Secrets course, and they're learning now, and it's going to be opening up again next month to the public, and it's going to be out there for the world to consume. And I can tell you the night and day difference. Like I dug myself into a financial hole during that time that I'm still not all the way out of. I have some other obligations and stuff financially that I have to meet. So I'm not like rolling in hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars yet. That's coming very fast. But however, I'm still in this rut. But guess what? I'm back. I am me. I am back in my passion zone. I am back doing the things that I absolutely love. I am serving the people in a way that I never before dreamed of and at a level that I never thought was possible. I thought that I was doing really good when I was doing my Facebook Lives leading up to Funnel Hacking Live and everything that I'd done. And I did. But especially if you have watched and been watching over the last few months especially, I have leveled up. And it's because I feel that momentum. I'm back in my zone. I'm doing the things that I am passionate about and love and obsess about and think about all day long, serving people just like you who are watching this right now. And I'm back, and I feel it. And it was hard. I was pushing, rocking that stone back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But this time, I brought in other people, and they started pushing with me, not against me. I brought in people for specific reasons, and guess what? They started pushing with me, and we got over that hump, and now it's rolling. And I'm doing it, and it's still a little uphill, but it's starting to graduate out, and now it's going to start sloping down, and it's going to roll off on its own. So this is what I have to say. I have to go. I'm late. We're supposed to be leaving a few minutes ago to go to dinner. If you want to build momentum, if you want to keep the momentum that you have and multiply it, stick with what you're passionate about. Do not lose momentum by giving in to something else, to somebody else, to letting somebody influence you or take you on the path that you don't want to go on. Don't go into things just to appease other people. When you do that, you lose momentum. And you can put yourself in some really tough situations. Really tough, not fun, stressful. Like I would wake up in the morning and just want to pull the covers back over my head. There were days I did that, where I just stayed in bed until like 10 or 11. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say it. There were days where I felt it so bad. Felt that pressure and noise that I froze. And I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't know how to look my wife in the eye and tell her that everything's going to be okay. Again, for the 500th time that I've done throughout the almost 17 years of our marriage. I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know how to look my kids in the eye and say, well, we can't go get some pizza tonight because we didn't have the money. I didn't know how to handle all that, and it sucked. And it's because I started running down a path that I had no business going down. That's the fact of the matter. I wasn't passionate about it. My heart was not in it. Up here, it made sense. I let this overpower and talk this out of doing what it knew it should have done. And it put my family in a tough situation. So with that said, Connie, you're welcome for that value. Authenticity is what matters to me. If I can't be real, and if I just say, yeah, life is awesome, I went to Funnel Hacking Live and I did all this stuff and it was amazing and I made $1 million immediately and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff, when that wasn't the truth, that's going to come out somehow, some way. I don't want to get called out for being a liar like that. So I let you guys know. Like, I know some of you see me and you're like, oh man, it's Nick. Not to be all, oh, look at me. But like, I get those comments all the time. I get messages being like, oh my gosh, thank you. Oh my gosh, you accepted my friend request. Stuff like that. It's funny, but it's absolutely true. Like, I know that, like, I just want you to know that, like, with all the success and the things that I've had, and which have been amazing, and they're multiplying and growing, and like, it's going to be, oh my gosh, you guys. I know when this course is $1 million idea, and it's going to hit it really fast. I'm super excited for that. But when I get to that point, I want you guys to understand that it wasn't just like a gradual takeoff. That it was a roller coaster, like Denise was talking about, and that Connie mentioned. Okay? It is absolutely part of the journey. But I want you to learn from my mistakes. Because I don't want you to have those awkward conversations or those days when you don't know what to say to your spouse or your partner or whatever. Because it sucks and it is not fun. So, follow your heart. Don't let your mind talk your heart out of doing something. When you do, you lose momentum. And when you lose momentum, you gain pressure and noise. And that just compounds and compounds and compounds. Surround yourselves with people, and you might have to block out or put up some walls or some barriers to keep certain people that would take your momentum away out. And that's not fun. It's hard to do. But when you focus on the things that will give you momentum, you get it back much faster. And other people, enlisting the help of others to help you get a momentum is incredible. So that's my message for you guys today. I'm going to go have some delicious Mexican food with my family at dinner and then go play some laser tag. So Remember, if this was valuable to you at all, if there was anything that resonated with you, please share this. Invite your friends to come over and join us. Do a watch party and watch this and comment with your friends. Just do something to get this message out there because people need to hear it. It's the biggest thing. And momentum, when you feel it, it's incredible. When you lose it and that pressure and noise comes in, it is not fun. So, keep your momentum. Share your stories. That's a great way to gain momentum. Remember, it just takes one story. We'll see you guys tomorrow.